Hey everybody, welcome to collegecandy.com. It's Caitlin. If you can tell, I don't know if you actually can or not, but I'm significantly tanner than I have been in my past couple of videos, and I have been using self-tanner, and usually I haven't decided to go the self-tanner route because I turn orange. My skin's pretty olive and I tan really easily, but for some reason self-tanners just don't do it for me. I have been using this FakeBake kit courtesy of FakeBake, and I've been testing out this product, and usually self-tanner turns me orange. This is the first one I've used that hasn't turned me orange yet, so that's why I'm a lot more bronzy than usual. But I'm going to go over in this video some tips and tricks of self-tanner. First things first with self-tanners, no matter what kind you're using, whether it's Jergens, Natural Glow, or this FakeBake, or L'Oreal Sublime, if they even still make that. But you want to start with clean skin. So I always do a process before I know I'm going to be using it. I have been using FakeBake at night before I go to bed. The main thing I like to start is the day before I'm going to be using a self-tanning lotion. I make sure I shave and I exfoliate. That's really important. You really want to exfoliate before you're going to use a self-tanner. You can either do it the day before or the day of. It doesn't really matter. I do it the day before, and then if I have any rough spots, I'll do it the day of on those spots. But the day before, exfoliate and use a lot of moisturizer. Now the day of that you're going to do it, you want to make sure that your skin is super clean. So before, either take a shower, which is going to be gross because you're going to smell like self-tanner, and that's fine. I would plan not to go anywhere because you're going to be a little bit sticky and smell like self-tanning lotion. So shave and exfoliate the day before and make sure your skin is completely clean. Do not put on moisturizer the day of or right before you're going to do it. You want your skin to be as clean as possible. A lot of people will recommend using a lotion before, but it's just going to make your self-tanner go a little bit splotchy. I would recommend, however, putting like Aquaphor or a lotion on your nail beds because you don't want your fingers to turn orange, especially your nails. Let's move on to this FakeBake that I've been using. I was actually pretty impressed for a self-tanner, especially since I don't use them that often. I've had some really bad experiences with self-tanner, so I kind of swore them off for a while. They sent me this, it's called Flawless, and it's a self-tanning liquid with a professional mitt. So basically it comes with this mitt thing. It's kind of like got a velvety side and then this like spongy side. And then it comes with their lotion. And it looks pretty dark. It goes on pretty dark, but it doesn't actually go on as dark as it appears to be. And then it comes with two gloves that you wear inside the mitt so that your palms don't get gross. And it comes with this really long laundry list of instructions, which I read through just to make sure that everything was okay. And it does say to use their FakeBake products, but I didn't have any of those and I wasn't about to purchase them, so I used my own. And I used, for my exfoliator, I used my beloved Suki exfoliator that I've been testing out and I talked to you guys about last week, and I'm still in love with it, and I'm starting to get kind of low on it because I've been using it a lot. So I'm going to have to buy some more. And I made sure that my skin was nice and smooth, totally clean before I put it on. So I've been using this for about 2 weeks now, and I've used it about 4 times at night, so that's twice a week. You can do more than that certainly, but it gives you a pretty good tan right away, and especially if you have paler skin, it's probably going to affect you a lot more. My arms and legs were already super tan, so they got like really, really dark. And people were like, what's going on over there? But the rest of my body that's usually covered, it definitely improved the color a lot. So I was pretty impressed by that. This brand comes with this mitt, and you put this glove on and then you put this mitt on. And the instructions say to put the spray onto the smooth side, which I'm assuming was the velvety side. It's brown, so I would assume you would put it on that way. I don't understand why this side is spongy. I would have preferred to see two of the soft sides so that I didn't have to clean this as much. When you're doing a self-tanner, you want to start from the bottom up, because if you're starting from the top, when you bend over, your stomach creases and like all of your parts crease, and you're gonna start to see streaking. So I always start from my feet all the way up to the tippy top. So with this product, you spray this directly onto the mitt and you rub it in circular motions all over your body. And on your elbows and knees, they tell you to bend them. That I would do with any self-tanner. On your knees and elbows, make sure they're bent, because if they're like this, you've got all these wrinkles and stuff, and then you're going to have a splotchy elbow. One of the biggest tricks to self-tanner is to be really patient and make sure you're covering all areas. Always apply in a circular motion, whether it's a lotion or towelettes or a spray. Make sure you're using a circular motion, because that's really your best bet for being even. If you're rubbing it in like you would your regular lotion, you're probably going to get a lot of streaking, and that's what you really don't want. I work in sections, so I know where I've already put tanner. This luckily is dark enough so that you can kind of see where you've applied it. I've worked with a lot of self-tanners before where you can't really see it and it's clear, and then you wake up and you've got different tones in different places. Typically with self-tanner, you want to wait 4 to 6 hours before showering. You can wait longer. That's why I recommend going to bed after you've applied it, because as gross as it is to go to sleep with self-tanner on you, it allows it to sink in. You know, you get a good night's sleep and wake up and take a shower, and your rinse off isn't as bad, and you know, then you can walk around all day without smelling like self-tanner. I would never use a self-tanner in the morning because you're going to smell like tanning oil. Be aware of what the smell is like. This says it's got this nice tropical scent, and it smells like coconuts when you first use it, but once you put it on your skin, it gets that really strong self-tanner smell. And this kind of lingers. The thing with self-tanner is you can kind of monitor how tan you want to be. You can apply at your leisure, so you can apply a lot and then do it a couple of days in a row, or you can apply a little bit and gradually build. So that's a plus. You're not getting sun damage, which is awesome. But you do need to be aware that it could turn you orange. You could stain a bunch of your white clothes, which I've been guilty of in the past, because if you sweat and you have self-tanner on, usually it will come off, especially in the first day or two. So be careful of that. Make sure that you're rinsing most of the residue off. I don't think that I will be purchasing any FakeBake tanning stuff, just because for me the scent was really a big turnoff. I think the product is really great and it works as a self-tanner, but I'm someone who would much rather go outside with sunscreen and, you know, gradually grow a tan versus using a self-tanner. It takes a lot of work, a lot of patience, and it's kind of smelly and sticky, and it's not even just FakeBake that goes with every self-tanner for me. I would much rather just be outside with sun protection on. So that's a personal choice for me. But if you are someone who doesn't want to go out in the sun and you want to use a self-tanner, I think this is a good thing to look into. This tan is pretty great. Like, I feel super tan. And granted, I was getting a lot of color outside, but I'm significantly tanner than I was, you know, before I started using it. So it's definitely a good product. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any of your own self-tanning tips or some brands that you like, please leave them in the comments below. If you have any questions, let me know as usual. And as always, subscribe to us on YouTube, and don't forget to follow us on Twitter at College Candy. We are running a ton of giveaways this week on Sorority Girl CC and CC Intern, so make sure you check those out and enter so you can win some goodies. If you have any suggestions for upcoming videos, we've got some awesome product reviews coming up from some really great brands, so look forward to that. Also, don't forget that this Tuesday, July 12th, is our College Candy party at the Hill Bar in New York City, and I'm going to be there. So I would love to meet you guys if you can come out and make it, and all of our writers would love to meet you too. This is a really great opportunity to meet the people that are behind this website, and you know, we're here for you guys, and we wouldn't be here without you guys watching and reading. So come out and see us, and I will see you guys next week.